guys, and welcome back to some more NBA. Playing this game finally after a lot of days. Let's get this started. Killing my jaw. And right now, I'm finna wait for it to load up so I can get do this. So I said what we're about to do is we're gonna go to play now. And look at my boy. That's crazy, savage. We restored the 76ers. Yeah, we restored the 76ers. And we just beat the actually, we're not about to play that. We just beat the Pacers. That's what I'm talking about, boy. You know, it doesn't always feel like a bum now. So we're about to play us. We play as the Miami Heat. No, we're not about to play. We're going to play as the Hawks versus the Clippers or the Grizzlies. No, I like the Grizzlies.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
What's up, Chris?
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the...
Do this. You know what? Forget this, bro. Just don't think it's not starting this game. Okay. Splitter. My starting center this year. I hope they got scared when we had. My style is a beast. Oh, yeah, ready? So I started on a Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Kent Davis Morris. Actually, these guys are going to switch positions. Kyle Korver, not starting 5 years. And we do again the small forward in, so it's going to be Jeff Teague, Kent Davis Morris, Steph, Paul Millsap, and Al Horford. Are you ready? Alright, we're getting started.
Welcome everyone to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Atlanta, Georgia at the Phillips Arena, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Hawks with their last game here in Atlanta before heading out on the road. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
Well,
they're a team no one wants to face right now. The level they maintain during this winning streak has really been incredible.
It really has been. I mean, really daunting to face them at this point if you're the opponent. I mean, when they're playing this well, it's going to take an awful lot to knock them off.
All fueled up and ready
buzzes that down.
Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis.
I know Chris.
At the 2 is Lee with Allen at the 3. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. Picked by Randolph. Gasol drives in. He kicks to Randolph. And a wide open look for Lee. No luck. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, they're on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
On defense, the Hawks, 4-point game. You just watched Jeff Teague as a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well.
Now, Minnesota just called for foul. I love this.
The game is slowing down for him.
Jeff Teague.
Here's Lee. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Dang,
excellent use of the screen that time.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Beautiful pass.
Now here's Millsap. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
So I need y'all to make all the comments y'all can.
Lee outside. Pass to Allen.
I love my subscribers.
Conley against T. Conley into the lane.
Damn, what the heck?
Bazemore grabs the miss.
Good job by
well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against New Orleans.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience. 4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Teague against Conley. Randolph kicks to Conley. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Atlanta gets the ball like that.
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. In third, the Grizzlies.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display.
Flash, another splash.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Here's Conley coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Here's Gasol. Will not the Hawks leading by 6.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder.
Gasol with it. Gasol's shot is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Millsap. He has 5. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching. Started in the B-League and other minor leagues before becoming consistent with the Grizzlies. And really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Grizzlies, Green is checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. That is good.
I don't know why he got rid of Mario Chalmers.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter.
Stupidest trade you ever made. Mario Chalmers is really
now,
good.
here's Chalmers. Defense is right there. He dishes it to Barnes.
I said that has some Barnes, but we got some Barnes.
Lee left side, 6 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Shots good. Hardaway's got his first points of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris, what do you have to say?
When I asked him what some of his main concerns are today, and he said they're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the perimeter. And therefore, it's essential that they not give up too many open looks from out there, or it could spell trouble all game long, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
There's Lee with the 3, and another miss by Memphis.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Gasol. Hits from the high post. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The 15-footer. Hardaway, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Hardaway with the steal. The dish to Korver. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. 5 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
Let's go, Hawks.
It's Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Got a chance now to hear from Paul Millsap talking about the confidence of his team.
You know, our attitude approaching the game has been, you know,
Greg, it's got to be more than just attitude, right? I mean, ultimately, don't you have to have guys step up and produce in some cases or even overproduce?
You do, but really it is about attitude and confidence. I mean, those are the two elements that if you bring to the table, you really will have a chance to beat anyone. And so don't discount that attitude when you're on a roll. They call it getting your swag on today. Back in the day, it was called having your mojo working. So same thing, and you can ride that for quite a ways.
Wow.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Green is out there with Carter. And it's Randolph in at the 5 spot. The Hawks leading.
And Kent Bazemore, the long-armed lefty out of Old Dominion, where he was the Division I Defensive Player of the Year back in 2011. A 5-year senior. He graduated with 2 degrees, one in criminal justice, the other in human services.
The Hawks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. The 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Now here's Allen, guarded closely. Out to Carter, expanding his range, and it's good. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Bazemore misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Allen passes to Green. Carter outside. Memphis the rebound. Randolph. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Bazemore, defended by Allen. Millsap dishes to Bazemore. Korver against Carter. Looking to end the run. Korver, no luck.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Green with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. The drive by Allen. Back to Randolph. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail by 3. Outside Korver. Millsap kicks to Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Feeds to Korver. This one for 3. That's good. Korver's got 6 points.
Hawks tie it back up.
Well, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple years, has a wonderful team game. You know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio, but he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers.
Wow.
And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. The Hawks trailing. It's Scott on the wing. Covered by Barnes. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Grizzlies have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Gasol against Splitter. Gasol kicks to Barnes. Looking for Lee, gets it there. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Hardaway from outside. Barnes grabs the miss. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 12-3 run. Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the great Tim Hardaway Sr., had a very good rookie season. However, last season, not the improvement that some were hoping to see on him.
Kevin, you knew the expectations were going to be high going forward, very high. But sometimes you step back before you move forward. He only shot 39% last season, very low for a guy of his caliber.
And now the first timeout call here for the Hawks.
And we were talking about Hardaway Jr. and he had a very good shot coming out of college. Does a good job of freeing himself off screens, plays with good energy and intensity. For this young man, I believe the sky is the limit.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Thabo Cephalus.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball.
You know, with Hardaway Jr., it's not my thing to compare guys to other players, but he could use a little bit of his dad's quickness and ball handling. Tim Sr. was one of the best in the league at getting his own shot and getting shots for others. If Tim Jr. can get half of that in his game, his star will rise.
Here's Bazemore, covered by Barnes. And again, it's Bazemore with the 3. Bazemore's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Gasol. Bazemore grabs the miss.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now Chalmers looking for his first basket still in this one. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. 6 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's on its way from Chalmers for 2. And
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the...
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, 15 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific boxing out very well. Also just battling hard on every possession.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Teague, and it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Bazemore, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. And part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Lee, that's good.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Bazemore for 3. Good. Bazemore's got 20.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Memphis moving it around.
What are they doing, bro? They don't have to shoot it with top.
Randolph goes in. That's good.
I swear
Randolph's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Gasol kicks to Lee. And there's the feed to Conley.
Close passing.
Up and in on the layup. Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
But okay, I won't say nothing about that.
Teague with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
No, probably not.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bazemore gets the bucket.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Grizzlies call a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Greg, a lot like you actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball. The consummate role player.
He really is. You have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball. Kevin, there's only one out there. Right. You're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for the Hawks. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Jeff Teague.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
That's a 2 from Korver. No good. Excellent D there from Allen.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectation.
Conley against Horford. It's Allen with the drive. He feeds it to Randolph. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Some changes for Memphis. Green is checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley.
Look at Mario Chalmers.
And Chalmers kicks to Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Chalmers. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
And the second free throw, good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Here's Millsap, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Outside, Green. Millsap with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
What are they doing now?
Players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Splitter comes in for Paul Millsap. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Tavo Cephalosha.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Chalmers' shot is no good. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Memphis trailing here. Courtney Lee is checked in for Cousins.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. It's deflected. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And another miss by Memphis.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And now the
Kyle Korver,
over
a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Chalmers is called for a backcourt violation.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. And he banks in the lead. Korver's got 12 points in the game. Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Bazemore. Splitter with a screen on Barnes. Bazemore for three. No good trying to beat the buzzer.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play.
That's the song right there. That's actually.
And so it's Memphis with it.
Living Color.
On the court for Memphis to start the fourth.
You know how
on a defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. Zach Randolph is out there with Green, and it's Allen in at the 3 slot. Conley the pass to Randolph, and that one's good. Randolph's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Here's Bazemore, covered by Lee. It's stolen by Green. Now here's Lee. Outside Conley. Back to Lee. Passes it to Randolph. 4 on the shot clock. No luck. Good work defensively by Millsap. Atlanta leading by 4. Sefolosha dishes to Bazemore. And Lee pulls it down.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Conley kicks to Green. Fades away. The second chance effort. And it's laid in by Conley.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Bazemore inside the 3-point line. But they'll get another chance. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
He's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And he is the biggest body at 6'8", Clark, but Paul Millsap very effective.
And part of his being underrated and underestimated, I think, is due to that size. Folks are finally starting to come around. That kind of production he's put up will make that happen.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for T. Marcus All's checked in for the Grizzlies. And here is Lee. Out to the right wing. Here's Conley. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bazemore for 3. Excellent D there from Allen.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And it's blocked, and they're able to recover.
What a great game for Randolph in this one. 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Both shots good from the strike. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers, even though he still plays under the rim.
Conley gets to Gasol, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 9 feet out. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Randolph.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Average of double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
Bazemore misses.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with a hand right in his face. And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat. And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
High guys, I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. Game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Allen.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Outside Conley to take the lead, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Bazemore. Lets it go from deep. And he gets it to go. Bazemore's got 26 points.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 4. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna keep this one for him because I probably won't do no BlackTop today. I'll do BlackTop tomorrow, I'm sure.
A minute 50 left in the game. And yes, sir, that one drops. 9 points for Conley.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Bazemore for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks the lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
It's been a good night for Lee. He's got 8 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner, tight as me in an airport lavatory.
Here's Bazemore, covered by Lee. Bazemore misses.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
He's still it.
And the dunk by
Many guys right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And so it's Memphis with it. Conley kicks to Gasol. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Marc Gasol is a problem. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with what he's given.
It falls.
Shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
It's in.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. And he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
This is to Horford. The pass to Millsap. Sinks it.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Clark, a big-time possession here.
I tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Out to Conley. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
He drops
the first one. That narrows the gap to 1. Teague is checked in for Atlanta.
This is why I still have been.
And so he makes both from the line.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Millsap, it's good.
Big bucket. They got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open.
They're behind by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what you're saying.
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth,
Can't guard him.
sweep.
Spacing.
And Atlanta has possession. Bazemore inside the three-point line. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in a... Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Handoff is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Right side, Gasol lets it go from 11. Atlanta with the rebound.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot.
That one goes. Bazemore's got 29 in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Gasol. Puts the move on, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know Gasol is playing well. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. Gasol hits them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Bazemore for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Puts up a 3. That's the rebound. From past the arc. Green missing again.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 5. There's 1:40 left in overtime. Conley gets to Gasol. The jump hook. Out left to the wing. Outside Millsap. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks it to Conley. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And 12 points for Conley.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Bazemore, through by Conley. Bazemore misses.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Just look at what Conley is doing.
Hawks have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. Gasol with the steal. Conley against Horford. Lee gets to Gasol. Money!
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
To the middle, deflects the pass, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Let's go, Palmer. Dunked it
Clearly
in.
has
Palmer
the touch
said
right
dunked
now.
it.
Assisted by Jack Team.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleader. Let's get up, let's get loud.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Teague against Garland. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol. Oh, missed it.
Officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He knows he loses.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're losing by 2. 6 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's Bazemore. To tie. Can't connect.
And we lost.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a
Well,
ball
alright,
game. Both
everybody,
teams
that was a
gave
great
great effort, and the bounces just went their way. And